Mr. Man and Mrs. Woman are expecting their first child with delight.
Excuse me, miss.
May I help you?
My wife.
Let me help you. Thank you.
The labor was short, the birth uneventful. It all went off with nary a fright.
You have a beautiful, healthy child.
You must be so proud.
Are you ready to name it?
Oh yes, how?
We've waited so long for this child, you see. My wife.
Oh, you don't have to tell me.
Look at them, the happy little family.
The parents, so happily in their haste, put the child's name in the wrong place. The error, quite small, would cause problems.
Darling, please?
Sir, it's after.
It seemed that life had
I
thrown
want to
them
speak to
quite
your
a
supervisor.
curveball. They wailed, they protested, but no matter how riled, the parents weren't allowed to choose a gender for their child. Milagro's gender, usually chosen by Mr. Man, was now left up to a prescribed time span. The president, in all his wisdom, you see, had just changed the age of accountability to 23. Until Milagro decided its own fate, they all just had to concede and wait. The relatives and friends encountered were no better. They needed to know right down to the letter.
Well, at least they had a child.
In it, that's hardly any consolation.
Shh.
Cake? Thank you.
Thank you.
You've got to do something. Why, you're the talk of the town.
Well, that can't be true. Would you please simmer down?
You know I'm your best friend, and I've got to tell you something. Dear, it isn't natural, normal, or right. We're just afraid for its sake.
Was the baby sweet and demure, or strong and secure? It all came down to Milagro's gender. The parents, perplexed, nearly came unglued. One had tea, the other a strong brew, as they sat down and tried to figure out what to do.
She should be a girl.
At last they decided to put Milagro in pink one day and blue the next, in hopes of discovering what the baby liked best. To their horror, as little Milagro grew, well, the parents, they were simply at a loss as to what to do.
Oh, why so blue?
Everybody's talking about my child. I don't know what to do.
When you were a girl, did you ever tire of dolls? Love cooking? Love tea set? Did you ever want to get dirty? Play ball?
What are you saying? I don't understand you at all.
Let them talk. Your little miracle, healthy and strong. People will whisper about anything that's different or new. Your child is perfect as is. It just depends on your point of view. You have to go now.
As time passed, each parent, without the other knowing, tried to slyly sway little Milagro their own way.
What do you think, Mom?
You, my heart, should be a woman. Being a wife, despite the work, well, It's a good life. I've managed to care for you and your father without strife. Women are industrious, but with style and grace. When you get older, I'll teach you how to put makeup on your face.
My son, I'm hoping you'll choose to be like me. As a man, the world is your oyster. You're free. You can walk down the street any time that you choose. Chastity is a virtue that never lose. Be a man. Be strong. Be all that you can be. You can cuss, drink, carouse, and get fat. So tell me, my son, what do you think of that?
Soon the child could cook, play football, dance, all without choosing his style of pants.
Are we ready? Let's see here. Oh, how nice. You know, I can help you find something fashionable if you just take my advice. I can help dress your little... Oh. You found these at such a good price.
The salesgirls, the teachers, even other children, it's true. Well, they didn't know exactly what to do. They whispered, they hypothesized, they offered advice. Some was perplexing, some not so nice. Little Milagro carried on, oblivious to all. Until one day, Mr. Man and Mrs. Woman got a call. What joy, what news! Little Milagro could go in early to choose. Come to find out, the papers were expedited. With a genderless child, parents are unduly blighted. It was the time of reckoning, time to choose. All were proud, puffed up with pride, but there was one thing, one little insidious thing that dormant lied. Little Milagro was a happy little it.
Sorry about Milagro's bite.
No problem. I was once his own. Think.
I like.
Milagro had changed all three, and soon their friends and family. They discovered that the oft-hidden and elusive key to happiness rests in gender fluidity. They approached gender childlike with curiousness and glee. Now, isn't that a wonderful way to be?